How's everybody doing today? Going to be doing some live readings and activations. I'm going to give a few minutes for people to come online. This is my new channel, Silver Fox Spiritual. I'm going to be doing some live readings and activations for anybody who joins. Free one question per person. I give everybody a few minutes to join. Get yourself in here. I'll pull some collective reads, a few collective cards while we're waiting for people to join. So with that, let's see what's going on into the energies. Welcome to Christmas Eve over in the northeastern mid-Atlantic portion of the country of the United States. Was a little bit of a snowy morning. We had a little bit of a almost white Christmas here. Got a little too warm for that, and it melted away. But in some areas, maybe you've got that white Christmas that you want. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick check-in on the energies that are available for everybody, in this now moment. And let's answer some questions if anybody's, kind of bored of being with the family and ready to see what's coming on for the new year. Let's take a look at what the cards are telling us today. So, Spirit, what energies can we expect for this coming week into the new year? We get some cards, please, Spirit. Let's see what we got here. A couple cards. Spirit, we have any more cards? All right, let's look at what we've got. So, let's see if anybody joins today. So the first card we got is the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, and the fifth chakra is our throat chakra. I just got a huge upgrade today while doing my meditation, clearing a lot of goo coming out. And so let's see what else we have coming in to the world, or to everybody here who is watching, who's getting called to watch this live. The first thing I'm getting is a victory, right? It's time to take a victory lap because guess what? You know, you got a caring connection coming in. There's going to be blossoming abundance, and the world is going to be yours. So if you've been called to watch this reading, let me slide all this over a little bit so you can see all the cards. These are the energies that are available to us coming into this week. It's going to be some really nice energies set outside here. So let's take advantage of those. Let's really take that victory lap. We've gone through a lot. Speak our truths. And as we do speak our truths, that blossoming abundance will come in. We need to speak it into existence. So be kind with yourself, be good to yourself, and speak only positive things for yourself. And so with that, let's see what else we have coming in for the collective. And so let's see if we get anybody. I know Christmas Eve is going to be a tough one, but I figured I'd come on for a few minutes. We'll do some collective readings. We'll see if anybody wants to join. I might do another live over on YouTube in a little while. We'll do the same thing, just some collective readings. I just ask that if you do get a question, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. That's all I'm asking. So with that, Spirit, what other energies do we have for this coming week for the collective? Anybody who is called to watch this live today. So Spirit's given us a few cards. Let's see what's coming out here. So Spirit's basically saying to us, we had a lot of conflict, a lot of disagreement, competitions. We were a lot of defeat. You notice the guy holding the swords, right? He's holding the small swords. He left all the big swords on the battleground. Why is he? Because he's walking away from the fight, right? He's feeling a little defeated. He's done with all this fighting. Conflict needs to end. And so death is here to give us that transformation, right? It's time to stop the conflict within yourself. It's time to clean house, so to speak, because guess what? Scales are going to be balanced. We're balancing those scales, and your abundance is coming in, your happy place, that 10 of cups, right? That's the rainbow of happiness, bliss. That's all ready to come on in. So if you've been called to watch this, this is a message for whomever is making this awareness at this point in time. If you would like a card, just please put your name in the comments and ask me what question you'd like a card for. I'm pulling out free cards for the holidays. So one question per person. We'll pull a few cards. We'll see how things go. Whatever the spirits tell me need to be pulled out. Don't be shy. Ask some questions, and while I'm waiting for a question or two, I'm going to be doing a couple more collective reads. I think the next collective reading I'm going to do is around higher self messages, right? And a lot of really deep meditation with my higher self today. It was quite deep and quite healing. And so let's see what healing messages the collective's higher self wants to give everybody in this now moment. So, and just remember that, healing is a choice. You have to choose to want to heal. And once you choose to want to heal, then you start setting the vibration in place that allows for that path to open for you. So, Spirit is saying, okay. So, the message we're getting from higher selves from the collective is, when you start, the path appears. So take a step in any direction, right? And so this is a very important one. This is what I just basically said, is that you need to choose. As you choose to heal, guess what? The next step and the next step and the next step are going to magically appear. It may not be in the way that you expect it to happen, but you will be led down a path. But you have to make that choice to heal. You have to make that choice to move out of the victim mindset into the positivity, right? And Spirit's also saying, your higher self is saying, when you bond with somebody in spirit, you become a greater force for good. And what does that mean? It means that as you start your process and you start raising your vibration, well, guess what? The next person that you are aligned with will also help you raise in their vibration. And so as you raise, they raise, and as the next person raises all the way down the line until pretty soon everybody's moving up the ladder, but they have to choose to want to heal. And so the ones that don't want to be in that space of healing, well, they're going to get thrown out of your life a little bit, and expect that, because that's part of the healing process, is to get you out of the energies that no longer serve you, the energies, the contracts that bind you and make you small. You don't want to be small. It's time to play big, but you have to make a choice to do that. And it's not an easy choice. So with that, I am doing, for those who have joined, free one question per person. I'm doing a few lives over the weekend, try to get some viewership. TikTok kind of killed my account. Not really quite sure why. Never could get an answer from them, so I have to rebuild my viewership. I had a few thousand, hopefully, a few hundred who were my mainstay will come back and find me, as they remain aligned in vibration. And for all the new ones, I say welcome. Please don't be shy. Go ahead and ask a question or two. Put it into the chat. I'm gonna have a little sip of tea here. Maybe we'll do a Christmas holiday season clearing as well from light language. So if anybody would like a little light language activation, we can do that as well. Gifting the one question per person, and maybe a mini light language or two as well, if I feel so guided, for anybody who does decide to come out and join tonight. So welcome, and thank you for spending your evening with me, your Christmas Eve, for those people that do celebrate Hanukkah Eve, because Hanukkah is on its way tomorrow, first night. So I appreciate all you as well, and any other holidays that are out there, and even for those Festivus people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And for those who would like a question, just put it into the chat window. It's free, one question per person. And all I ask is that you like, follow, share, or subscribe. And so let's see what the collective energies are today for love. So Spirit, show me what's coming on into the collective for anybody who is guided to watch this tonight. What is the energies for love? And Spirit's saying, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So, Spirit's saying during this holiday season, it's time to allow the frequency of love into your life. A lot of us are afraid of that true frequency of love. And, why are we afraid of it? Because, that's what we truly are. And we came here into this realm to kind of have some fun and to see who we're not and to explore what it is to be which we are not. And so many don't want to leave. Why don't you want to leave? And it's because you're having too much fun here. Believe it or not, most people who you ask will say, "Hey, no, I'm ready to get out of this 3D world." But you got to ask yourself internally, why is it that you're still here then? Because you're not going to be someplace where you don't want to be, truly. So, with that, if anybody does have a question and like to have the cards answered, let's put it into the chat window. Otherwise, I'm going to pull a few more cards on love, and we'll get some, maybe messages from your person in separation as well for anybody who is looking for a message from that person in separation. And I'm not talking about loved ones that have passed this plane. I'm talking more about people who were separated from their lover at one point. So, Spirit, what are the energies that are available for everybody for within this collective that is watching today? Show me what energies are available. And for those of you just joining, put your question in the chat. It's free, one question per person. We're having a little holiday fun today. Let's answer some questions. Let's bring in the frequency of love, and maybe we'll do a light language activation as well if I get enough people watching and participating. So Spirit's first thing is saying to everybody here, right, is finances and career, have been an issue for a lot of you with this year. This has been a tough year. Uh, Same with codependency. And Spirit's trying to get you out of that space of codependency, and that's why those finances are kind of stuck because you need to heal that. Now you also need to let go of any control issues, and a lot of us have, been so triggered throughout our lifetimes that we try to control everything around us. Why? Because it's been pure chaos and a lot of trauma, and it's a trauma response to codependency, the letting go of control, because we have to allow things to flow to us naturally without fighting it, right? That fighting it, that trying to control is actually creating resistance, and it's pushing away what it is we truly want to manifest within life. And so Spirit's also saying, keep an open mind, right? So what's coming your way might not be in the package you expect it to be. Could be your best friend, could be, somebody else's friend. You don't know, but keep an open mind. Don't keep on cycling yourself back into that same field of trauma you keep on cycling through by picking something that is not good for you. Spirit saying expand. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Expand your views on things. And Spirit says that's going to bring passion. And not only is it going to bring passion, Spirit saying give that relationship a chance. And how do you do that? By keeping an open mind, right? Not trying to control everything. Get out of that codependency. And the finances and career are gonna kind of clear themselves out once you finally let go of control and allow love to flow into your life. And so those are the energies around love for those people who are watching right now within the collective. So if I have any questions, please do post them into the chat window. It is free, one question per person today. We're doing a little, holiday treat, a thank you for all those who have, come in and have enjoyed my channel. Unfortunately, it got killed, and so now I had to create a new channel, but that's okay. We're bringing new energies for the new year. So with that, let's see if we have any questions. Please type them into the chat window. I am Silver Fox Spiritual, where the focus on all the card reading is always around healing and spiritual healing. So with that, would anybody like a question answered? Otherwise, I'm going to pull the next thing I have, which is, what is it that is truly blocking you in love? Why are you not getting that love that you sometimes seek, right? And a lot of us, we don't realize that we're creating our own blocks. It's not somebody else doing a hex on us, or it's not the stars that aren't aligning. It's ourselves. We need to be in alignment with ourselves. And Lizzie, well, let's find out why you're not getting that love. Now, this is a reading that I usually charge $10 for, and it's going to show you what's blocking love. But I'm not only going to show you what's keeping you blocked in love, uh, Lizzie, for deciding to come on here. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to give you a light language activation to help you clear that if you are open for a light language activation, right? So uh, for you, Lizzie, what I'm getting from Spirit is changing them. Trying to change somebody never works. Accept them as they are or move on. And what does this really mean? I mean, bottom line is uh, the we always try to fix people, but we can't fix anybody, and we don't need to change for anybody, and they don't need to change for us. They need to change for themselves. And this is a tough one, right? Change for yourself. Change if it is something that you feel inside of yourself or they feel inside of themselves that they need to do or you need to do. It has nothing to do with anybody else. Never try to change somebody because that is trying to make them into who they are not. And if you're forcing them into a choice of changing or leaving, well, guess what? That's toxic behavior because they have to choose on themselves. They have their own free will, and you have to allow them to do that. Healing is a choice, it's not an ultimatum. And the second one's too much. You tell others too much about yourself all at once. Sit back and listen more. And so, why are you getting these two, right? So, number one, you don't stop changing. Stop. Only change yourself. If you choose to change yourself, pivot yourself for yourself, not for anybody else. And don't do a complete brain dump on somebody the minute you meet them because what it turns into is a lot of codependency and it's a red flag and everybody runs away because you're bringing too much into the table. So let me know, Lizzie, if that resonates with you. And if it does, I'm going to bring down a light language activation. This is going to come from my highest self outside of polarity. And what we're going to do is, and this will be available to anybody who chooses to accept this. Right? It's a choice. You have to choose. I don't force light language on anybody, and nobody needs to uh, accept it. You can choose what you choose to heal or accept not to heal. It's okay. It's your choice. So what this healing is going to do is we're going to get out of this energy of needing to change, but really to get in connection with our own selves, right? Into our true selves. We're going to connect to our true selves and we're going to heal that need of trying to change somebody and to actually see them for who they are and to see yourself for who you are. Because as you see yourself for who you are, you're also not going to worry about whether somebody's changing or not because you'll attract the one that you really are meant to attract, not the one you keep on chasing. So, with that, just set in your mind for anybody who is watching, if you'd like to accept that activation, just set the intention for your highest self outside of polarity to come in, be with you on this activation. My highest self outside of polarity is going to be with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the frequency of love. It's something that a lot of us are afraid of, but it's actually the true frequency of love, not the program of love. And we're going to bring that frequency into love to help us heal and connect to ourselves to understand what it is we truly, truly desire and get rid of the illusion. So set those intentions, take a few deep breaths in, and here comes the light language. Shapa nehe pa 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 na ya 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 pa 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 na ya 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 pa 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 she sha pa 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 na pa ya ya pa 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 no pa ya 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 pa 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 o pa ya 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 pa 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 o shi pa 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 sha he nehe pa 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 na ha. All right, let me know how that felt, Lizzie. A lot of people experience it a whole bunch of different ways. Um, you'll know from your body where that trauma is stored, and that's going to, walk through your walk through your body in the way that you're meant to process it. So hopefully that will help you. Hopefully that'll allow you to get into that space where love is going to come into your life. You're welcome, and happy holidays. And all I ask is that you like, follow, share, and subscribe. We're doing some. I'm trying to rebuild my subscribership. I lost over 2,000 viewers because TikTok hit me with some sort of violation. I think I was just too high frequency, and they didn't like it. And so now I'm starting from scratch again. New me, new energies, um, and let's build a bit of healings. This is Silver Fox Spiritual Healing. If you did enjoy that light language as well, Lizzie, I have a YouTube channel. It's called Silver Fox Spiritual. I have over 500 videos of light language on there. They're all for free. If you feel so called at one point when you're ready to really truly embark on your journey, I do offer one-on-one light language activations and also personal readings. But consume what's on the website first, see how you resonate with it, and then come back if you're truly interested in starting on that healing journey. So with that, let's pull a few other cards out here. I think I'm going to pull some messages from people who are in separation right now. And you're so welcome, Lizzie. So let's see what we have as far as what some messages from people who are in separation right now from their special person, their divine counterpart. Now, this is not a mediumship reading. This is more of a lovers in separation reading. And so let's see what messages we do have from those in separation. So the first message I have is memories of us still linger even after all this time. So many of you have been in separation for a really, 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 really long time is what Spirit's telling me. I mean, it could be years. I didn't want to let you go. I just didn't know where to go with this, right? And so your person was very confused. They were inside of their own energies. They didn't know how they were going to be able to live up to your expectations, and that's one of the key things. You probably had expectations as well. They had expectations, and they weren't aligned at that point, right? Sometimes you just have the timing. It's timing. I learned so much from you, even if you don't know that. The thought of you with anyone else drives me crazy. I try not to think about it. I think that you are my destiny. If that's true, that means change. I find change scary. And the way we triggered each other felt too painful, and I didn't understand it at the time. And this is a big one, right? Most people don't want to change. They find change very scary. And why they find change scary? Because it means they have to look at themselves in the mirror and see what they've been hiding from themselves for a long time, right? And that's what happened with you and your person. You guys were both in trauma. You triggered each other, and the trigger was so painful. Hopefully, it pushed you to the point where you made a deciding point. Hey, wait a second. I don't want to be on this hamster wheel of karma. I don't want to keep on recycling the same experience over and over again with a different person. It's now time to go within and try to figure out what it is that I'm so afraid of that I'm running away from, right? And so it's time to heal for those who have come through to this. Your person is hopefully doing their own healing journey. But what I tell a lot of my people that who are my clients with twins, divine counterparts, right? We don't care what the other person is doing, what the other counterpart is doing, because that's a program. We want to get away from that program. What we want to care about is our own self, because as we align with our own selves, well, what's truly aligned with us will come with us. We'll never lose that. But what you will lose is that toxicity of that hamster wheel of connection, separation, connection, pain, separation, connection, pain. But it's going to take a lot of healing, and you've got to get in touch with yourself. So with that, let's see what other questions we have. It's one question per person. So whoever has just joined, if you have a question you'd like to ask, please put it into the comment window. There is free for today at one question per person. I can do some paid reads and stuff like that at a later date, but for today, it's holiday season. Let's just give away some things for free. Let everybody enjoy themselves. Let's get some questions answered, and let's just be in that joy of love. Let's let love come into our lives. So I'm going to ask the this is my little tarot deck. I wanted a deck with foxes in it. And so I got this deck, Thriving Tapestry. It's a spiritual crafting oracle deck. It's got little foxes on it. That's why I wanted it. Uh, And so they also some raccoons. They snuck into the deck as well. I was hoping it was all just foxes. So let's see what they have to say for the collective for today. I'll probably stay on for about another 10 or 15 minutes. If anybody does have a question, please do put your question into the comments. It is free question, one per person. And all right, Deck, what do you want to tell us, foxes and raccoons? What are the messages that the collective needs to hear in this now moment? Let's see what the foxes and raccoons want to tell us. We have some fun cards here. So it looks like they've got a little bit to tell us now. So first card that popped out was create a life mosaic that showcases beauty in both light and shadow, right? And so Spirit is saying, celebrate everything, both the great times and the awful times, but it's time to bring them all back into one tapestry. Take each of those bits and pieces of the experience and bring it back into oneness, right? Build unbreakable connections by persevering through setbacks, right? And Spirit's saying that, it's time to kind of get to that point where all those little scattered pieces of yourself are being brought in, and the closer they are, the more the bond is, the stronger you become, right? Master resilience by turning life's challenges into opportunities for growth. And they're saying that, look, shit happens, right? Things are not always the way we want it to. But what we can do is we can stay positive and try to see a way that's positive through the bad times, all right? Fine tune your vision to express your unique qualities effectively. Integrate resilience. So we're getting a lot of messages around strength and resilience. Venture into unknown territories to ignite a sense of daring explorations. So they're saying, it's time to venture into those spaces that you don't really want to venture into, the parts of yourself that you've been hiding from yourself. It's time for clarity to come, and it's time for you to shed light by confronting your inner shadows. So if you take the messages that are coming in from the foxes and the raccoons, they're basically telling you, it's time to pull back all the fragmented pieces of your soul, stitch them all into one big giant story, a story of resilience, and shine a light on those shadows that you don't want to look at, those holes inside your tapestry. Let's fill them in and make it a strong and resilient shield. So with that, that is the messages from the foxes and the raccoons. So with that, do we have any questions that are out there? Otherwise, I am going to probably jump off in about 5 or 6 minutes here. I might pull one more set of cards here. I just want to see what Spirit is calling me to. Let's see. I think Spirit's calling me to the clarifying realities, life realities. So somebody here is going to need a message from this giant deck. And this deck is one of the most difficult decks I have as far as being able to shuffle, but it's got a lot of great information here. So this is gonna probably be my last collective that I'll do here. So with that, Spirit, show me what's meant to be shown for the collective from this deck. Okay, okay, I've got some cards here. So these are the messages that are coming in for the collective. These are all collective messages that may or may not resonate with you, but take what resonates, leave the rest behind. So Spirit's saying that there's beach dreams, right? When progress halts, it's time to rethink your path forward. And this is a big one, right? Spirit's basically saying that, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, that's kind of insanity, and you want to get out of that space. Let each, the next card that came out is Purpose Rebuild. Let each fallen piece guide your hand to a more resilient structure, right? A lot of you have built a lot of things on shaky ground. It looks like, do I have another card hiding under here? It's been built on shaky ground. And because it's built on shaky ground, It's now time for you to reorganize and reshuffle what you're building and put it into a place that's a little bit more stronger, a little bit more sturdy. We're also shadow journey, right? No, not all paths are visible. Trust your instincts to guide you through the unknown. So many of you are not getting the information from your intuition, but what you have to do is you have to trust in the journey, right? The journey got you to where you are now. Spirit saying keep trusting in that journey, and at one point you are going to get to the place that you want to be, whether you realize it or not. Spirit's also saying flames of transition. Through destruction, new paths are forged from the ashes of the old. And so Spirit's also telling you that, it's time for you to get rid of these shaky foundations, all these things that are distracting you. It's kind of wipe them free and clear and rebuild. Spirit saying, embrace the rare. In the coming days, you may encounter opportunities that feel almost magical. Now, in order for you to get those opportunities, you need to allow, right? The door needs to be open. If you have a door, it's got to have a window, it's got to have a handle, because if it doesn't have a window, a handle, at least a Ring doorbell, well, guess what? That's a wall. That's not a door. And so what we want to do is we want to bring in those magical opportunities by allowing. And then the last piece we have here is reflect and reset. Use this time to recharge. The clarity you seek will come in moments of calm. So Spirit's saying get out of that storm, go within yourself, and as you go within yourself, reflect, connect, and you're going to get the clarity that you seek. So hopefully that is resonating with somebody here. If anybody would like a question answered, just please put it into the chat window. I see Ari's over here. Nice to see you, Ari. So if anybody has a question they'd like to ask, please put it in the chat window. There's no charge for questions today. It's the holiday season. We're going to give a little bit back to everybody who has taken the time to join this live. So with that, who's going to be the next question on the list? Otherwise, I'm going to pull one more set of cards, and then I'm going to call it a night. So don't be shy. If you've just joined, it's free, one card or one question per person. You might get a few cards on it. I think the next thing that's going to come in is going to be around some messages from your soul. I'm going to use the Soul Helper Oracle. It's a great deck. It's really good. I use it kind of like messages from your higher self, from what you need to know in this now moment for anybody who is here, just looking to see what the collective energies are and what they'd like to have a card from. So Spirit, show me what it is that the collective needs to know in this now moment. What is going to help them the most? What advice do you want to give us? And well, we got a bunch of cards flopped right out. First card is live playfully and with a light heart. Listen to the voice of your inner child. Now, if you notice, the first thing we always do when we look at cards, I always throw the book away. Book's not really worth anything. But if you look at the card here, right, you see the colors here. It's a beautiful, beautiful violet colors. Those are your third eye. That's divine communication, connection. Focus on that third eye. Allow that to come through. The next thing we have here is follow the path of your soul. Do not allow anybody or anything to stop you. And look at that. You see how we'll call that a reindeer for today. I think it's an elk, but do you see how the brightness there, that yellow color, the sacral, that's your creativity. Allow your soul to shine. Allow that creativity of yours to shine out. You're experiencing a spiritual blossoming. So people who are here, you are starting to get to a spiritual awakening. The green color, that is all about heart healing. So we're going to start working on opening the heart. To conform is to die inside. Be brave and be yourself. And Spirit is saying that don't be afraid of being yourself. The time of fear is gone. You need to release that fear. You need to stop hiding from yourself and allow yourself to shine as to who you are. And last but not least, we have re-energize in the natural world. Let your inner hunter or huntress take rest. So Spirit's saying that, it's now time to allow that. And you see the green color, that's heart healing. It's time to heal that heart, time to connect to nature, time to connect to Mother Gaia, ground yourself, allow that heart healing to take into place, set your intentions to heal your heart. So with that, those are the collective energies and collective readings from your higher self to anybody who is watching. It is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. If anybody has a question they would like answered, it is free, one question per person today. So don't be shy. Put a question into the chat window, and let's see what we got. I can also do small mini light language activations if somebody has a situation they're kind of feeling stuck in. They're wanting to remove a blockage from themselves. We can do that by helping you set your intention to do your own healing, and the light language will bring in the codes to activate that healing for you. So with that, what do we have? Any questions? Otherwise, I am going to call it an evening and wish everybody a wonderful Christmas Eve. I'm going to give everybody about a minute or so while I put some cards away to put any questions that they've been wanting to ask. Don't be shy. It is free, one question per person. I figured I'd come on for a good half hour, share a little bit of time here. I'm sure a lot of people have been kind of energy zombied out by their families, and need a little bit of rest and relaxation. So let's do some healing together. Otherwise, we'll call it a night. So with that, last call for anybody who does want a reading. Plenty of different cards I can use. Questions can be about anything except for pregnancy. I don't do pregnancy stuff. That's not meant to be done through cards. And with that, I wish everybody a happy holiday, and we'll chat again maybe tomorrow, because I'm thinking about doing a little bit of live during Christmas Day as well. So have a great day, everybody. Cheers.